So the first question is asking which position scores the most points. So we can start this off by inputting this value for the number of top number players. So for the top 100 players, we can see that kickers scored the most points. But if we change the year to 1925, we can see that running backs scored a lot more points early on. We can change this value to average points per game and see that kickers drastically scored more points per game than any other position. And we can also isolate each bar to see the data more clearly. Next, we're asking, does the year a player played in affect the total points scored? So we can use this input guide to type in 11 to have 10-year ranges for each bar. And there we have the data for average points. We can turn the grid on in the line of best fit on to show the R-squared value of 0.27 and the slight positive correlation of the data set. And then we can also change this value if you want to see 5-year ranges to see that players in around the 1970s scored the most points. Next, we're asking how long did a player stay on the team depending on the decade they played for. So let's say we start this graph at 1970, and then we turn on all positions, and we can see that players stayed on the team for about 4 total years. We can turn on each positional line to see that quarterbacks spent the most time on the team, and we can check minimum 16 games to remove any outliers. And finally, we have a player search to determine the distribution of scoring that each player had. So if you type in your favorite player, Saquon Barkley, you can see he scored mostly rushing touchdowns. And then there was also other statistics, and it displays the logo of the team of the Giants when he played. Then we can type in other players just to see their different statistics. And finally, if you type in a player that's not on the team, like myself, you'll see an invalid input statement.